Hi, my name's Zach, and I'm a Ruby developer. In this video, I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of a Sinatra web application that I built called Learn Progress Checklist. I built this application because in the Learn curriculum, I ended up having to watch a lot of lectures, and when I watch lectures, I'd like to take notes and keep track of those notes. So that's why I made this to do. Um, so I have a GitHub repository here, and to get started, I'm going to go ahead and clone the repository locally. So I can go ahead and do that. Oops. Oh, it already exists. Okay, so I guess I must have already done that. So I'm just going to go ahead and move into that folder. While I'm in there, then according to the installation procedure here that I wrote on the GitHub page, next step I need to do is run bundle install. And bundle install is a installer for all the necessary dependencies that this application needs. It looked like everything ran, installed a couple things. So now next thing I need to do is clean the database according to this installation procedure. Uh-oh. Let's see, you have already activated Rake. Rake aborted. All right, we'll try it without that. Let me try shotgun and see if the server boots up. Okay, the server booted up, so let me see what's going on here. So now that I have the server up, I can go ahead and go to localhost 9393. See what happens here. Okay, well, the page seemed to work. The seeding of the database did not seem to work, but we'll get to that whenever we need to do. So let's go through this. The first step is I'm a new user here, so what do I need to do? I need to sign in, or I need to sign up and create an account. So I click on this new user, and then I'm taken to this sign up route. And from here, I can create an account. And it gives me 3 options right here. And let's just pretend that I accidentally click submit here as a user. And what happens? Oh, okay, all right, we get some error messages. All right, email can't be blank, learn name can't be blank, and password can't be blank. All right, great. So with that, I'm just going to go ahead and add some stuff in here, add some test data, and then create an account. And what this will do is it'll go ahead and log me in to, well, it'll create an account and log me in. So with that said, I need to go ahead and it looks like the clean database worked. So let me see if I can stop this real quick and then do a rake db seed. Is that how that works for this one? Let me I think I built a custom seeding for this application, so it may take just a second for me to figure out exactly what's going on, but it shouldn't take long. Yeah, see, okay. Rake clean db and then rake task seed. Okay, so I did this, rake seed. Instead of actually, I have already activated, so maybe I should go into the gem file and change rake, or, oops. Yeah, so since I wasn't very explicit here, was it 111.1.2? Alright, I think that'll work. Alright, we'll see. Okay, bundle ran, everything seemed to do fine. Huh. Alright, maybe I can just change it in the actual gemfile.lock. Wow. Okay, well, I have no idea what this is saying. I'm going to have to debug this another time. But I'm going to see if the application continues to work. So it just seems like it built, or it, I don't know, whenever it built this time, it did not work the same way that it built before, and my rake tasks are broken currently. So I may have a bit of a problems debugging this if anything goes wrong, since Rake isn't working, so I don't know exactly what the deal is. But anyways, let's go ahead and go through here. Alright, so to add a lecture, I'm going to go ahead and just copy this info from right here and then paste it up here. That way I have the URL handy and all the metadata associated with this. Alright, go ahead and pause it so it doesn't play any audio. Oh. Alright, there we go. And so now to add a new lecture, now that I'm logged in as a user, I can add a new lecture. And actually, I need to bring the server back up by typing shotgun. That should work. We'll get into this lecture new. And here you can see we have some different options here. We have a title, URL, date created, and tags. So I'm going to go ahead and just click submit to see what happens if I leave it empty. Alright, so I need to add a valid YouTube link. That's all it tells me right now. So it doesn't seem like that I have validations on the title for this YouTube link. One thing that I noticed on here is that it needs to be a well-formed URL. This was kind of something to just move the project along. I could make a little regex or something to pull out that specific key value, you know, this value right here, v equals, etc. But you know, I wanted to keep the project moving along, and I knew that I would be able to consistently put in good URLs, so I wasn't too worried about that. All right, let's see what happens here. So this is RailsConf 2015 opening keynote, and it was published on April 30th, 2015. And so I added this little calendar. Let me April 30th, 2015. And then I saw that this is the Rails keynote that DHH does, so I'm going to add a tag to it of just DHH. I don't want to try to figure out how to spell his name right now. I don't know that, so I'm just going to go ahead and click submit, see what happens here, see if we have any magic. All right, a little magic did occur here. So then what happens is we submit this, and if all the information is good and valid, it allows us to, takes us to this page, which is a lectures show page, and this has a slug here as the URL. You know, that seems to work okay. It does look a little bit goofy here. Maybe I should change some things, but that's, you know, it's always a good thing to try and learn. So at this page, it has this same YouTube video embedded, and you know, we can watch it, type up notes. Wow, DHH is very interesting. Blah, 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 blah. Exactly. So, and then you can click submit. And since this is just a Sinatra application and it's not Ajax or anything real fun, we actually have to do a full page reload here to add the note. So that's one thing that I don't like about this application, and one way I could extend it further in the future is to add an Ajax form here so that it just continues to add information and notes. And from there, let's see. So now that we have one lecture in there, let's go back and look at this lectures index page. All right. Oh, cool. So now on this lectures index page, since we're logged in, we can add a new lecture, or we can also see this other lecture. And you can also go home. So if there were more lectures in here, you know, they would all be on there on a list. And you can look at notes or the users. So it's not as fun right now because Rake isn't working. But I can go ahead and click on the notes. This is a notes index page, and this will list all the notes. And it'll kind of estimate how long the note is and who made the note and on what video it is. And then you can click the link here and it'll take you to the video since that note is already on the video. And then we can go back here to the home page. Then another route that we have is the users route. And this is just a users index page. It allows you to see a list of all the users that exist. And currently, since we only have one, it's just test. And you can click on it and it'll take you to a user show page. And you know, as you can see, it has a couple details here. It'll show you which lectures this person has loaded into the system, as well as which notes they have taken on any of the lectures. And from within here, you can also edit your profile if this is your own profile. I'm just going to go ahead and log out real quick just to show that that works, and then create another account that way to show that I can't edit either the test user or that video that I just added. So I'll just add me and Zach's Coding Club. All right. And now that I'm logged in here, so you see I can still add a lecture. All logged in users can do that. And then you see I can go into this RailsConf 2015 opening keynote. All right, you can see there's a tag down here. Oh yeah, this is the other thing that I didn't show. So let me do two things first. One I want to show is that there would be an edit link right down here if I was logged in as the test user. But since I'm not, I don't see that. But let me go ahead and click on, so next I'll click on this tags, which I did not explain earlier. Tags are something, so now that I have a DHH tag, oh, well, apparently this doesn't work. All right. Well, let me see if I have a tags index build out. All right, so I don't even have a tags index build out. So I think that is another way that I could extend this application to, be more interesting and more user-friendly. All right, so with that said, I'm going to go ahead and go back to what I was showing, and that I can, as a logged-in Zach's Coding Club, I can edit my own profile, but if I go back and I click on test, I am not able to edit their profile. So that's, of course, important. And, within the edit profile is just the same sort of information that existed on the user sign-up page, except for your password. So I didn't add that in there because, it's a simple application. It didn't need to be completely added. So with that said, I think I have shown the entire application, and I'm going to go ahead and close this down. All right, thanks for watching.